Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Hour. My name is Stefanis Kokis. With me, as always, is Michael Mijas. Cody is about to go snorkeling with some manta rays in the pitch black of Hawaii, so he won't be joining us this week. But we do have Scott McCausland and Korey Kilburn coming on in a little bit. But first, before we talk about that, I didn't get to do much rolling this week because I'm sick, though I was going to start training at the Mat Factory, so hopefully you guys will see me there in a week or two. Mike, what have you been up to?
I was actually at the Mat Factory yesterday. We rolled there till 11 o'clock actually almost 11 o'clock last night. We rolled there for a good 3 hours. It's an awesome gym. I rolled there a couple times, and Eddie Vincent, the head instructor, Isaac Ridley, the other instructor there, a couple of the guys. It was nice. Eddie Vincent put a beating on me. He beat the shit out of me. It was awesome. So, and I always enjoy getting the shit beat out of me because I'm a glutton for pain.
Yeah,
But
not many people can do that. Not many people can beat the crap out of you anymore.
but I enjoy it. It's good when it does happen. I trust me. A lot of people can beat the crap out of me, but it's it was I enjoyed it. And then I just got back from next level today. I was rolling. I don't even know why I went because my body was broken down, but I just can't stay away from the mats. Like I said, I just like getting beat on.
And you're gonna be in Louisiana tomorrow.
Yes, I'm flying Louisiana, so I'm gonna go down there and roll a little bit too when I get some time. So I'm on a rolling journey until they drag my dead body off the mat, which is getting pretty close. Uh,
Well, we got a couple more tournaments to do, and then you can die.
yeah. Speaking of tournaments, we have the 2014 Western Pennsylvania State Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Federation Championships. That is October 25th at the Keystone Oaks High School in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's run by Sonny Achilles. It's a really nice tournament. I've done it a couple times. I think they're capping it off at 300 competitors. I know
It
there's a lot
looks
of
like
guys
he's got a
who are.
lot of people registered already.
Yeah, I saw that there's a lot of people registered. So that's a really good tournament. Go check it out. Go support it. And then there is the AGC November 15th. It's AGC 6 Ohio State Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Championships. That is at Pinkerton Central High School in Pinkerton, Ohio.
That's the one with the stacked brown belt invitational, right?
That's a really good one. And also the 15th, if you are in West Virginia, there's 2014 West Virginia Combat Sports Championships. That is at Ground Zero Fighting Systems, Mountaineer Mall, 5000 Greenbag Road, Morgantown, West Virginia.
Which one are we gonna be at? We gonna be the AGC?
We're going to be at the
Virginia?
West Virginia one.
Okay, we'll be in West Virginia.
And then the one that we're going to talk about today with Korey and Scott is Mission Submission 4, Saturday, November 26th. That is at Edinburgh University. That's a tournament that's getting really big. We're going to be talking to them today. It's I remember I did the first two of them. I did submission 1 and 2, and the thing just seems to get bigger and bigger. They have a DJ. They have a bunch of stuff. It's really
I like the location.
yeah, it's really nice. That gym there. We're gonna talk about the whole thing. We're gonna get them on here in a few minutes. And what's going on with you? What else? Just sick, huh?
Yeah, I've just been sick. Just been trying to recover, deciding if I'm gonna go into work tonight or not.
Don't go. Don't go.
So I work on top of a mountain outside now. So
Don't go.
Gary Tonin shooting his Metamorphs commercial tonight. His new one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he said that everybody be at the gym, so that'll probably be dropping in a week or two.
Dude, the Henzo's house is sick.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's like, and they did the whole MTV Cribs thing, which I really liked, and that is I like when I see guys that came from nothing, because you figure these guys grew in Brazil, these guys grew up in like poverty. So when somebody makes it from poverty, especially with jiu-jitsu, using jiu-jitsu to become a millionaire, I give them all the props in the world. I give Henzo mad props.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm a big Sakuraba fan. I'm a Henzo fan, but I think Henzo, either they go the distance or Henzo catches him with some kind of submission. Maybe at the 10-minute mark, halfway through the match. I think it's just Henzo rolls a lot more than Sakuraba does, and rolls with more higher elite athletes.
Yeah,
I think Henzo will have this one. Like he's Sakuraba was a good like catch wrestler, but always with punches. He always had his punches to set up his submissions. And now without the punches, I think it'll be a different game. I think this will be I think Henzo will get this one.
Yeah, and you saw before until he got on that mat, he was walking pretty slow. He's kind of hobbling there.
Yeah, I kind of walk like that.
I don't know. He looked more like Mr. Terlecki, old Terlecki walking.
Yeah. I don't know. Mr. Tlecki still puts a beating on me. So
Yeah, he's got some nasty submissions.
he's got some, man, 75 years old, and he's got some
tricks.
he's got some tricks. That old man got some tricks. So we talked about a local grudge match that's been brewing on Facebook.
Yeah, I saw that. What's that about?
Yeah, well, that is just on my Facebook feed. That is between our good friend and podcast alumni. We all know who he is, Dan Swift. He got into a little squabble. I'm going to call it squabble with former UFC fighter Jason Dent. I believe the name of the gym is Griffin Raw.
Oh, that's why I know that name. All right.
Yeah, and I guess they were friends on Facebook, and then Dan likes to
Yeah, the
really
whole
voice his
religious
opinion on
thing.
Facebook. He
Yeah.
goes, well, this was, I think, was more about cops and stuff. It was,
Oh, that too. Yeah.
Dan is not a fan of the Men in Blue.
Yeah.
And he makes it very well known on his
His Facebook wall
that they're all conspiring to get him. And so I guess Jason didn't really appreciate what he was writing. And I guess from what I understand, Dan has gone up there and done a couple seminars and stuff. But I guess it got really heated, and he defriended him. And then Dan put on his wall, I guess Jason asked him back to be a friend. And
I saw it was like it had like 5 comments.
Did like a poll.
And then 100 something comments.
Oh, more than that. I think it was like it was. So I guess what happens was, I guess Jason challenged him to a 10-round submission only, best of 10 submission only.
Oh, so it's like 6 out of 10.
Yeah, and I guess this is gonna go down at what now? I don't know if this is really going down. It seems like it's real, and if it is, I would love to cover that. That is something I would love. A local grudge match is something we don't get. You only see that in MMA.
Yeah.
In jiu-jitsu, you very rarely get people that don't. And I don't think these two dislike each other. I'm not gonna say they really like each other anymore. I mean, they were saying some pretty serious things. It was pretty heated, and I like to see it. I like to watch some video on Jason's first. I haven't really seen any of his grappling matches. I like to see him, but from what I understand, he's a brown belt, and he was very competitive in the UFC, and he still trains a lot. So I'm sure he's still in great shape. So I'd like to see that match. And I don't know if he's done any grappling tournaments lately. I know Dan's competed a lot, so maybe on the grappling edge, Dan might have it just from competing a lot. But like I said, I don't know too much about Jason's game, but I'm gonna do some research, and hopefully these guys will let us cover it, because a local grudge match is something that you don't get every day.
No, you don't, and it's two high-level people too.
Yeah, so that'll be pretty cool. So if they're listening, we'd like to get you guys on here, and we would like to cover it. Actually,
set it up. Give us the venue. We'll be there.
Yeah,
with cameras, microphones,
awesome.
everything.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. So
we can make it like a.
That's what I want to say. That's what I'm excited to see, a local grudge match. And
Dustin, where are you? Set it up.
Yeah, set it up, Dustin. Set it up, Dustin. I mean, because rarely we don't get that around here. I mean, everyone talks shit, but no one just like. That's a nice they're both willing to do it. They're willing to do it. Like, let's do a jiu-jitsu grudge match. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So, anyways, so let's bring Scott and Korey on.
All right. Been doing this for how many weeks? I'm still trying to figure it out.
It's all right. It's all right. At least you know how to do it, because I wouldn't know how to do it.
Yeah, I told him 10:15. We're about 5 minutes.
That's all right.
Scott.
Hey guys.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
Hey, Scott.
Hey, how's it going?
What's going on? Oh, what's up, Korey?
Hey.
What's up, guys?
Nice seeing you.
Nice seeing you.
Nice.
Yep.
What's going on?
Not a whole lot.
So now, do you guys train at the same school, or is it 2 different schools?
2 different.
How far are you guys from each other?
30 miles, maybe.
Oh, so that's what's the name of your school, Korey?
It's Embro University Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Club, EUP BJJ.
And yours is Scott?
Underground.
Now, do you guys cross train with each other? How do you guys do that? Do you guys?
Absolutely, all the time.
I go up there a lot. They come down a lot.
I wish my school had a jiu-jitsu club when I went to it.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, yeah.
Who you guys affiliated under? Is there a certain affiliation or is it
We're under Roy Harris.
okay?
And my instructor is Dudu Barros, Eduardo Barros.
Nice.
So he's a black belt under Carlos. I can't think of his last name right now. Carlos.
Thought it was Andre.
Oh yeah, Andre
Pedernera.
Pedernera.
Andre Perneris.
Pedernera, yeah, and above him is
He's a Carlson guy. Right?
Carlson. Yeah, Carlos.
Nova. What is it? Nova.
Yeah.
Nova União.
Nova União. Yeah. Now, does Duda still have a school in Ravenna?
Well, no, actually, I think he sold his school to somebody, and he just took some time off. So like one of his black belts, Greg Hammerton, runs the school now.
And Todd.
Oh yeah, and Todd.
Maine.
Yeah.
Todd Maine.
Okay. I've heard Gregor Hamilton. Yeah. So he sold it to them or?
I think so because he pretty much. I went down there and visited. You know, all of his a lot of former students are down there now, and when he made the switch, he kind of made an announcement and he kind of endorsed whatever they were going to go do. And I went down. It's a nice place, and it's a different place though. It's not the same place.
Not the same place. Not the. All right. Because I know he had the school in Ravenna, and he was probably one of the first people in Ohio that was teaching. Like this was almost like 10 years ago. I know he was teaching. He was teaching a while back. And he has a lot of students now spread out all across. He has a lot of students.
A lot of their guys started their own schools, like Matt Waterhouse, and has Waterhouse BJJ down there somewhere in Ohio. Now Greg Hammerton's kind of running the other Dudu affiliate, so it's kind of cool.
Nice. Now Scott, Michael is the head instructor.
Yep.
Michael Rooney is the head instructor. Now, how did you guys hook up? Did Michael have the school first, and then how did Mike start the school out there?
I used to train in Cleveland with Donald Park and Darren Branch, and I used to drive down there 3 nights a week. And
from Erie.
From Erie, yeah.
Whoa.
And then gas hit like $4 a gallon. This was 6 years ago, and I just couldn't make the trip anymore. And my buddy found Mike, and he was training in his basement. He was a purple belt at the time, and we stopped into his basement, and we trained there for like 4 years. And we've had this new place. We opened up a gym, a couple miles away from Mike's house, and got a 3 times bigger place. So we've been open for 2 years now. So it's good. Things are good.
Nice. And Korey, how did you start? How did you get started?
I originally got started. I was actually Christmas shopping, and I ran into Dan Swift. And I went to high school with him. He was ahead of me in school.
Yeah.
And so I knew him from high school. I just asked him how he was doing and stuff. And he wrestled. We were on the wrestling team together. And, and I was actually done with college by then. And I said, yeah. I said, you ever train anymore? You ever do any wrestling or whatever? He goes, no. He goes, I've been doing this, I've been doing this new thing, just jiu-jitsu, And he said, you ought to come down sometime. And I went to this place in Fairview. And we just met up. And actually, that's where I met Mike Rooney as well. He was like, at the time, he was like in the corner kicking a heavy bag. I didn't know him at all. And started doing a little jiu-jitsu and kind of went off from there. But that's who originally got me into it.
Like 12 years ago.
Yeah, it was January of 2002.
12 years. Wow, that's a long time. That was
yeah.
So you've been at it a while. I thought I've been at it a while, so you're up there. Yeah. So was I.
Yeah. Me and Mike were in 8th grade together.
Yeah, we were both. Yeah, we were in school together too. Yeah. I was the janitor. But we want to talk about Mission Submission. It is one of my favorite tournaments, and it's becoming one of the hottest tournaments in the area. I remember I've done the first 2, and I knew from the first one it was going to take off. The way you guys set it up, the venue, everything about it. Give us a little background. How did you guys think? How did the brainchild of Mission Submission come around?
It's really funny. Korey and I were pretty good friends, and we were chatting one day, and we're like, dude, let's run a tournament. It was literally, hey, let's do a tournament, and, you're at Edinburgh, I'm in Erie, let's collab, let's get something going, and, let's put on an event where we don't care about making any money. Of course, we want to break even and not have to spend a lot of money, but let's not make any money, and let's, do something that we can network with and get a whole bunch of people to come, so our guys can get good rolls in, and then everybody who comes in can just get a ton of good rolls in and not have to spend $100 to get maybe 2 or 3 rolls in total. So both divisions are double elimination, and you're guaranteed at least 4 matches no matter what. So we just want to have a cheap event that everybody can come in, submission only, no time limits, and kind of see where they're at.
Yeah, we were down just grappling just with one another, and we said, you know what? I said, it'd be neat if we had a tournament where it's like kind of like Burger King, we have it our way.
Right.
We think of all these different things of, why don't they do this at a tournament? Why don't they do this at a tournament? And we started thinking, maybe we could try to do it ourselves and see what happens. And like Scott said there, I think the real mission is get a lot of different people from a lot of different schools, a lot of different areas that normally don't have a chance to train with one another. And especially in this area, I mean, if you think of it, if you really want to if you want to go to a nice tournament, where do you have to go? I mean, all the way down to Columbus or, Morgantown or whatever. And
from here, that's kind of a long way.
Yeah, from here, that's quite a ways.
It is.
And it's like, maybe we could just have something here and bring everybody up here and get a little recognition up at the Embry University there.
And almost all the tournaments around are points tournaments. And, I don't mind either way, points or submission only, but why do the same thing as everybody else? So we thought submission only is the way to go. Let's see what real jiu-jitsu is all about. So
now, what has changed from the first one to now? What have you guys tweaked anything? Have you guys done anything different from the first one to now? What are the little things you guys changed?
Good.
Well, I can't remember if we did this in the first event, but women compete free. Absolutely. We're trying to, skyrocket women's jiu-jitsu. Korey has a lot more ladies training at his place than we do. And, the more women that we can bring in that his ladies can roll with, and not only his ladies, but ladies all around, right? Because the women's divisions at most tournaments are fairly small anyway. So women come in, compete for free, and, have a great opportunity to roll with other women who you don't get to train with on a regular basis. Get outside of your school, get some women who are training elsewhere, and see where you're at specifically.
Mm-hmm.
After that first tournament, we really felt like we learned a ton, like how to put on a good tournament that people really enjoyed. There are certain things that like we really make a point to do. Like we want to start on time. We've all been at tournaments where they don't start on time, and it's so frustrating.
Ever.
And so far we're batting 1,000 as far as being on time. Hopefully it stays that way.
Yeah. Yep.
But like, there's a lot of logistical things that go into doing the tournament, and like we learned after the first tournament, the second tournament, just ways of speeding up the process, making it a little easier on everybody. The refereeing. Finding people that are willing to help. People at my club. They've been great. The Student Government Association at Edinburgh there has really, really been great. They've been super supportive of the different things that the club's been doing there. And, but, and another thing is we're not afraid to listen to people. We don't take it personally. If someone thinks of something they think could be better or something that they saw that they didn't particularly like, we're happy to hear it, and we don't take it personally at all. I think it's helped.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, was it hard to get like I know to do a jiu-jitsu tournament in a college, in that arena you guys do? Was it hard to get the okay to do that? Was it?
Well, believe it or not, it's more like I call it a process. I wouldn't say an okay.
Because it's a big area. It's probably the biggest area to go grappling at.
Right.
It's huge. It's beautiful. It's huge.
Let me back up a little bit. When we very first started, like way at the very beginning, a good friend of mine, Tyler Lair, you might know him, he's a blue belt. We kind of got in touch with one another, and we said, maybe we could start this club up at the university. There's probably a demand for it, And even having the club at all exist was kind of a process, because you have to propose some things to student government. You have to have a constitution. There are other things that they consider, like safety, and are you even qualified to run a class like this? And
faculty advisor, budget, all that stuff.
Absolutely. Faculty advisor, and do you want a budget in the future? Things like that. And just to get the ball rolling, it probably took. I mean, we didn't even have a budget for a year. So, I mean, it really did take a long time. Then, of course, the athletic director, Bruce Baumgartner, and the wrestling coach, Tim Flynn, they have really been supportive in just helping us out. We use the wrestling room down there, of course, when the wrestlers are not using it. And, the students come down. Of course, we're always pushing, do your homework first, but come down and relax, make some friends, get some competition time in. And everyone goes home happy, So I think the fact of the matter is that since all the students really been enjoying it, it's been very successful. No one's been getting hurt. Everyone's been having fun. It makes it easy in a sense to, keep training in the wrestling room. That one time per year we go over to the dome, and then on top of that, like. The club does community service. We'll go out and do things for the community. We'll donate to the wrestling team. Things like that, and really try to keep the community in mind as we're doing everything there.
He's understating it a little bit. When we decide
I figured he was.
After each event, we decide that we're gonna, everything works out, and we decide we're gonna have another event. It's months and months and months before he has a date for me. So I can start the process of getting the website ready, getting all the forms filled out. It's a very long process. He's got to talk to hundreds of people. We got to figure out how much it's going to cost and all this other stuff. So he's definitely understating it, and he handles all of that side because, first of all, he's a professor out there, and the logistics for him doing that stuff's a lot easier, at least in terms of him being on campus all the time and having access to the right people to talk to and stuff. But he's definitely understating it because it's like, hey, are we doing another one? He goes, I want to. Let's find out a date. And then 2 months later, he's like, I almost got a date, man. I almost got a date. We're still working on stuff. So it's definitely a lengthy process.
True.
I can. Now, Korey, you used to wrestle for Edinburgh. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. How long did all 4 years you wrestled?
Yes. Yeah. I redshirted a year and I wrestled 4 more. So I was actually there 5 years.
So I'm sure that helps with.
The camaraderie or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, Tim Flynn was my coach, and actually for, I think, 1 of the years or 2 of the years that I was there, Bruce Baumgartner was the head coach. So I was coached by both of them.
Yeah.
What you may not know is Bruce told me personally, had Korey not been such a dedicated academic, that he probably could have been a superstar wrestler, even more so than he already was.
I know. I know Korey's the Hawkins of jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
I don't know. I just know that you're insane smart, so that's all I can say.
Don't spread it around.
No. And Stephanie's, I have had my butt handed to me twice from Korey here in tournaments.
I've heard that.
So yeah, he is a beast. He is a beast. And Scott, you did really great at the last tournament in West Virginia.
Actually,
I was very impressed. I was very impressed.
Lie. I lost almost every single match except 1. So
yeah, but there's losing.
True.
And then there's 2 ways of losing. You didn't lose. I mean, everyone loses, but you put up a hell of an effort. I'd never seen you roll before, and I was amazed. I'm glad I didn't sign up for that tournament, or it would have been 2 guys that kicked my butt in one screen right now. I'm glad.
Or I was still so,
Mike gets chased out of Erie. That's what the story is.
Is the DJ going to be there this year?
We're tossing that up in the air right now. Since we're all chatting, we were concerned if you guys were going to participate in, our event this year. I know we had mentioned it before and talked about a little bit. So we're not 100% sure exactly what we're going to do. He's on standby, kind of waiting for the okay. And, if you guys are going to come and...
We'd love to come up. Stephanie's, can you make it? I have no problem heading up to Edinburgh.
I should be able to.
Yeah,
so
we'll
absolutely, more than welcome. And, he may be there, and if he is there, we'll make sure that it doesn't interfere with, what you guys got going on.
It's all right. We'll have some music in the background. It's great. It's
as long as we're not near him, it'll be fine.
The tournament's very laid back. That's what I like about it. So it's
well, we've got some mixed reviews on the DJ, and at most tournaments, you go in and all you hear is people chatting about, man, I should have done this, I should have done that, and I should have done that. When I'm at a tournament, I'm looking to compete and relax a little bit. So having a little music in the background kind of made sense. And Korey and I thought, man, it might be something different. You know, no other tournaments had a DJ or even music playing most of the time. You know, subsequently, we've seen some tournaments have kind of, you know, caught on a little bit and started doing something similar. But
I
we
think
thought,
I think Five Grappling does that.
I think so
Five
too.
Grappling
Yeah.
does it.
Yep.
I wonder if they copied it off of you.
Hey, I don't know.
I don't know.
I've
I don't
never
know if there's
seen
any, I
one
don't know
until
if there's
we
a
had a
lawsuit in
DJ.
there or anything. I don't think so.
Right, right. You're on notice, Five Grappling.
There you go. You're on notice.
Just call the drummers from Metamoris. Just use those guys.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
no, not the drummers. That's horrible. That's horrible. I'd rather listen to old gangster rap from the 90s.
Hey, me too.
Yeah. So actually, I'd rather listen to that. Some old gangster rap from the 90s.
Yeah.
You know,
So-
another thing, I was gonna say, another thing SG has really been helpful with, and we've been really successful in having some really nice seminars over the past few years. We've had Hobson was here last year, Hobson Mora. We had Gustavo Dantes was here. Of course, my instructor, Dudu Barros, was here a couple of times before that.
Shaolin.
Yeah, Shaolin was here before.
Mhm.
I wanted to come up to that one. I heard about that one.
That was amazing. Cody came up to that one, I believe.
Heard, yeah.
Yeah.
I love Shaolin, especially his sweeps are
Oh,
amazing.
he had
Shaolin sweep, yeah.
yeah, he had probably
That's
one of he was very personable and he watched
Such a nice
everybody
guy.
do everything. Not that the other guys didn't, but Shaolin was just, you know, up close and personal the whole time. It was a great seminar.
He was into it. Now, the registration's open, correct, for this year?
Absolutely, yep.
How many have people been signing up?
We got a few. You know, we're still a couple months out, so you know it's slow right now for the registration.
You still got time. I know there's a couple girls from our school from Next Level signed up. I don't know if they signed up, but I know they already said they're going for sure. I know we have a couple. We'll have a lot of people from. I think from Next Level I think like 6 or 7 guys already told me from now for sure they're coming. I know we'll probably end up having. I know every year we send about 10 guys there every year. We send.
Yeah, we get a good number up there.
One of the most represented schools from around, you know, coming up. You always bring a lot of guys, which we're thankful.
Where exactly is that school?
Austintown, Ohio.
Austintown, Ohio. Okay. I was like monitoring where all the different people come in, and we've had people come in from, you know, Fort Wayne, Indiana, and you know up Rochester, and you know really all of New York City. Even somebody came last seminar, and it's just kind of nice to see so many different people come from all these different cities.
Well, you guys probably get a lot from Buffalo too, right?
A lot of Buffalo guys. Yep.
I figure you get a lot from there. Now, is the gi going first? Is it what's going first? Does the gi go first?
Gi first, and we have a reason behind that. So you're super tired after no gi if no gi goes first, and then you got to put on these super heavy pajamas and then get all sweaty all over again. So if we start with gi, you kind of get to go down the hill rather than go up the hill. So it may make it a little bit easier for you. You're fresh. You got a little bit heavier outfit on. You know, you're ready to do your gi event.
Another thing we noticed, like from a statistical standpoint, the gi matches go faster. So we can get like the whole division done more quickly just by having the gi division go quicker, which makes sense. There's more choke options and things like that.
I think statistically speaking, I get tapped quicker in the gi as well. So, yeah. I mean, it makes sense to me.
It does make sense. Now, is it do the kids go? Are there kids?
We've never had kids yet, and that's something Korey and I kind of struggle with every year. And the thing is, we want to have a super quick event too. We don't want people to be there all day long.
Yeah, kids don't go quick.
Kids could take forever. Yeah.
You know.
And the format doesn't lend itself well to a timely event if we have kids do submission only, no time limits either. So it's still up in the air right now. We're not sure, but maybe eventually we'll have kids. We have enough room to support as many people as we can get, but logistically speaking, adults is plenty now. So
I tell you, I've never seen a kid submission only. I don't know if kids are mentally prepared for submission only.
Right.
I don't think that they're mature enough. Especially like you put a 6 or 7-year-old out there, it could easily
end really bad.
Toward the end, it could end really, really bad. They could just, it could be like too much pressure for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it's been nice working with the adults, though. I like watching everybody and just getting to know everybody as we're there. So, maybe someday we can do something with younger kids, but, for now,
Maybe
I don't know.
teens. Maybe are there teens? Are there?
Well,
Sort of.
we have teens come in with parental approval, but we kind of limit it to, I mean,
Yeah.
adult teens. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So we've had some 17-year-olds compete, and maybe a few 16-year-olds. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look, but under that, we kind of draw the line there.
You know, that's kind of good because I don't even know if teens are ready for submission only.
I agree.
It's almost like submission only is an adult format event. You know, I don't
Agreed.
think it's made for teens and under. I don't know. Maybe it's the old man in me talking. I don't know. Just
Submission only,
just
no
seems
time
like-
limit
yeah.
sounds like the beginnings of a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it is.
This coming tournament, we're also having Embro University Television will be there too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they're
Oh,
gonna
nice.
broadcast it through the university is what they're telling me. So
We'll hijack
Yep.
some of their equipment.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, there you
Absolutely. We also got some really great sponsors this year. Very Hard to Submit is providing us with some T-shirts and shorts, and Phalanx Fight Company is bringing us some rash guards, you know, to raffle off throughout the process. And Allegheny Woodworks donated and, you know, wants to be part of our event. So we got some great sponsors this year.
Are you guys doing the absolute for the gi and the no gi? Are you
Yes.
guys? Okay.
Yep.
Are you having the glass?
We'll have the crystals.
Glass trophy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with
crystal or
crystals. Yep.
those.
Nice.
We go all out with those.
We tried to do something different, you know.
They're nice. They're nice. They're nice.
Right. Some of the tournaments have the big belts and stuff, which is cool too. But, you know, a nice crystal on the mantle.
Crystal's nice. It's different.
Great. Yeah.
That's something you can display and not seem like a meathead or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, put
Exactly.
it at the coffee table. You can't put a belt at a coffee table. You look like a douchebag.
Right.
You
But
could,
glass
but
it looks nice. You know, you could have the peanuts there. Or that it's nice. It's a
you can go next to your kids' trophies.
Right.
it's definitely nice. Who won the absolutes last year? Do you remember?
Last year, 2 guys from my school won the absolute.
Nice.
Phil Abels won the 22-man gi division, and he just walked through everybody. White belt. He tapped out 2 brown belts. He just ran through everybody.
He's ankle locking everybody.
Yeah, ankle locking everybody, and with straight ankle locks. And then Korey Gribble won the no gi. He beat Phil in the finals. So Phil kind of went through, and he actually got promoted right after that.
Right after that.
Phil did. But yeah, both of our guys kind of came in strong. Dan Swift, I believe, was the reigning champ on the other one. So
yeah, I remember Dan Swift. Dan Swift won the first one, correct?
he won the first one. I think he may have won the third one and shared it with somebody. Bob Reck, I believe.
Yeah,
won
Bob
the
Reck,
no-gi.
no-gi.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Who won the second one? Who won the second year? Who was?
I'd have to look.
That guy from New York, the purple belt.
Oh, Adam Morelli won the gi division. He's a purple belt out of New York, and he's just a beast. I can't remember who won the no-gi.
I'd
Man.
have to think about it.
There's only been 4 events, and I can't even remember 2 ago. Good grief.
I was cut out early. I don't want no part of that.
Hey,
Yeah.
I was cut out early. I want no part of the absolute. But I mean, the tournament's getting so big now. You guys are gonna start like writing down names and you know, it's because you might have you know, it's gonna become history now. It's you never know where this tournament can go with it. You're gonna have to start writing down all your champions and stuff because it could.
You're absolutely right.
Well, you'll see if you check out the website mission-submission.com. We posted all the results from the last event, and you know, it's my fault I didn't do a really good job the first 2 events of putting all of the first place winner, second place, and third place on the website. But this last event, you know, I wrote the website from scratch, so I restructured it a little bit, and
we're getting better and better.
Yeah, we're getting better and better. Now I have a process, so I have all the winners from every division up on the website currently for the last event. So, and the goal is to keep doing that. So
that's nice. Like you never said this could take off. I mean, it's already taken off. It's and I know the people I've spoken to about Mission Submission, everyone has something nice to say. Everyone's like, I really like that tournament. When is it again? People are like, when is that tournament? So when people say that, you know, it's a good tournament. You know, you don't hear the other stuff. You hear at other tournaments like, I'm never gonna go there again. I got sandbagged. I waited all day. This, that. They put me with this guy. This guy was too advanced. This guy was this.
Right.
So you're getting all the right things are being heard about it, which has this, you know, the foundations. It could become a big tournament, and you might take it on the road one day. You never know.
Hey, you know, if it happens, it happens. That'd be great. We never thought we'd have the second event, let alone you know 3 and 4 now. So you know,
I remember I knew at the first one it was going to take off, and then the second year I was like, it's here to stay. It's it's here to stay. It's definitely a nice tournament. And so, how many guys do you have from each? Do you guys have a lot of school? How many people from your school are competing?
Normally, a lot of the guys from my place kind of help out with the event.
Yeah,
And
the
they
coaching
a lot.
and reffing.
Corey's got a lot of his guys helping out too.
A lot of my guys ref and help out
Yeah,
there.
so our schools aren't well represented in terms of competition, but that's because they're too busy helping out, making the event as smooth as possible.
Yeah.
So
And we are thankful for that.
last year we had 105 competitors total, I think maybe.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
That's up from the 80 some we had first time.
Yeah.
So as long as we can keep growing and going that direction, it'd be great.
I definitely think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be pretty big this year. Just from people telling me that they're doing it, I'm like, well, that's. I mean, I have like everyone telling me, hey, we're gonna go up to the Edinburgh one. I'm
Good.
Like,
Good.
That's. You're definitely gonna have a nice turnout.
That's really the goal. Just everyone there have a good time, enjoy one another's like jiu-jitsu and what they practice and what they can teach one another. I mean, that's the mission there. Really to
exactly
bring people in and just enjoy the jiu-jitsu.
And it's cheap. I mean, not that some of the other tournaments aren't inexpensive, but some are like $100, maybe more.
Like
yeah,
Naga.
it's getting kind of ridiculous. It's getting kind of and most people that do jiu-jitsu, the young kids, they don't make that kind of money. It's
right.
That's
they charge more because the parents will pay for it.
Yeah, it's
right.
Yeah,
right.
It's
I mean, we got some guys who scrounge just to pay tuition. The monthly fees, and then they want to compete too. And it's like, man, it's a whole nother month's tuition to compete sometimes. And then you got to drive a couple hours, especially in our area,
Yeah. I would love to compete more, but I just hate traveling there. And you stay there. It's a pain,
And in my case, it sucks driving 6 hours to lose every match. So then I got to drive 6 hours.
I know that feeling.
Corey, you competing anytime soon, or are you hanging it up, or are you?
I'm looking to compete this year for sure because I've been brown belt for a couple years now, and I feel like I'm making some nice strides. Definitely am looking to compete. I was just talking to Scott about it the other day. That's just it. Same old thing. Where are we gonna go? I guess I'll have to drive down to Pittsburgh or down to Morgantown or over to Columbus.
Well, he missed out on that good one down in West Virginia a few months back, and we told him all about it. So he kind of missed out. So he'll definitely be the next one. No question.
Well, I definitely want to see you compete again, Corey, because I'm not competing anymore, so I don't care if you compete now. So compete all you want. Now I don't have to deal with you. I don't have to deal with you in a division, so I don't care about it. I'd love to see you out there.
Sure, and we've been reffing the Hyaston grappling, Norm's tournament, and up in New York there, and up in Fredonia, and that's just it. You start reffing them and that, which is really a lot of fun. But I'm looking forward to competing again.
Me too. I don't get to compete enough, so
Scott, when you think about competing again, when are you?
I'm just looking to be honest. With kids and work all the time, and everything else, it's hard to find good competition to go to, and I don't like going by myself. I like to go with some guys from our school or some guys from Korey's school. And, normally we kind of coordinate those things. So I'm definitely looking to compete again. I've been a purple belt for a while now, and, not a very good one, obviously, but looking to compete.
I don't know, man. I don't know. You're I can't buy it. I saw you roll. I'm not buying it. I'm not...
and just looking sooner than later, absolutely. If I don't get a chance to up until before this next West Virginia one, I'll definitely be at that one. That format is amazing, by the way. That round robin deal, genius. Easily one of my favorite tournaments.
Nice.
So I'll be there definitely.
That was Cody's brainchild. How's Bill O'Brien doing? He's hurt his leg?
Shoulder.
Shoulder.
Had shoulder surgery just recently. Yeah.
Yeah,
he's good. Very good. He's listening right now, so nice shout out to him.
I know he is.
What's up, Bill?
He's always pushing the page. We appreciate it.
Yep. He's always messaging me. He's always posting stuff. Thanks a lot for supporting us, man.
He's one of those guys, man. He helps out with our tournament more than anybody else that we could ever imagine. And big kudos to him because, he's out on IR right now. No jiu-jitsu at all. So, he's kind of chomping.
That's a terrible feeling.
He'll be able to ref.
Right, absolutely.
He was our club president too. Yeah, I hated to see him graduate in a sense.
So he couldn't graduate. So
he failed the kid on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oops.
Oops.
Yeah.
Well, we wish Bill a speedy recovery, and he'll be back at
Yes.
it. The mats aren't going anywhere. He's young. He'll be fine.
Hey, oh yeah, yep.
All right, guys. Well, I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Sure.
Hey, thanks, you
Hey,
guys.
thanks for having us on, guys.
Thanks for
Appreciate
coming on.
it.
It was awesome. We'll see you guys November 22nd, and I'll send you guys a couple messages. We'll probably come up. We'll try to do a couple matches. We'll get them on. We'll try to get them on, or maybe we'll try to do the advanced matches or something. We'll try to do the
Perfect.
absolutes.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
do something. Make it
We'll work
nice.
out the logistics of it. We'll figure it all out.
Sure. Sounds
Excellent.
good.
Thanks, you guys.
Thanks for having us on.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming
Thanks for
on.
coming on, guys. Have a
Guys.
good night.
Have a good night.
Yep, you too.
Bye.
All right.
That was
Well,
awesome.
good guys.
I think it's gonna be a big tournament this year. It's gonna be it's gonna be
Well,
gonna,
it was big 2 years ago when I competed.
yeah, it was big. It was even the first year I did it was big. So good for them. I'm glad to hear local tournaments getting big.
Nogi and the
I always get
heavyweight.
excited. I always get excited when I hear anything local getting big.
Well, like Nogi and the heavyweight, that tournament probably had 12 or 16 guys.
There were some big boys in it too.
Yeah, I got a concussion from one. So,
So
uh,
you see, and you're a big guy, so you know it's
Yeah.
there's some linemen out there.
yeah,
There's some
a
linemen out there.
couple. I know one of the big guys. One of the guys in my division was a white belt. He got like second place in the absolute.
Wow, that's
for gi.
crazy. White belt probably with like a couple years of wrestling.
Probably. Probably if they come from Erie or Ohio,
Yeah.
I'm on
Yeah, they're
or
all wrestlers
yeah.
out there. We need some more guard pullers like me.
all right.
All right, we'll wrap her up.
Yep. I'm gonna give me a second. I want to pitch my other stream, my video game stream.
Oh, go ahead.
We're gonna do the it's called Extra Life, and it's a charity stream for the Children's Youth Network. I think it's called Children's Miracle Network. That's it, and it benefits all the children's hospitals. Since we're in Pittsburgh, we chose the Pittsburgh Children's Hospital, and last year, like me and my friends raised about $500, but overall Pittsburgh raised I think $300,000 for Pittsburgh alone, and so all the hospitals in general got like $3 million from it. So on the 25th, or starting on the 24th on a Friday, we're gonna start streaming video games on our Twitch.tv page, and we're just gonna keep streaming and asking for donations. We interact with like whoever's in the chat. We talk about what we're doing, everything else, and just commentary on the games. And it's just like it's a fun thing to do for 2 days that we're gonna be doing it, and it's all for a good cause. We don't see any of the money; it all goes directly to the Miracle Network, and we're trying to get more. We're trying to get $1,000 this year. That's
I'm sure every penny helps.
it definitely does, and it all goes directly to the Children's Hospital, and they do amazing things there. So
That's good.
I know a lot of listeners, a lot of people that like the page have kids. I don't know if any of you have been to the Children's Hospital stuff, but they do really, really good work. So check us out, and I'll push the link up a couple more times, and the link for the stream. And yeah, that's it.
Definitely. And next week we have Tom McCausland from High Ground and his student Alexander Wallace. He just competed at the Nogi Pans in New York. He's a up and coming stud grappler in the area. He's been winning a lot of tournaments. We're gonna have them on here next week. And that's it. We are out of here.
Cody might be back.
Cody might be back by then.
Yeah.
From Hawaii with the eels and the
all the sea creatures.
the sea rays that he's playing with. So
Yeah.
it's
All
all
right.
good.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in as always. Have a good night. Have a good week.
This is-